For any desire to be realized that requires a dramatic paradigm shift in the way you're currently experiencing reality, a price must be paid. There is a price for these types of desires. Napoleon Hill talks about the price and this concept in his book Think and Grow Rich. He refers to the desire as the chief executive aim. And he states that for any chief executive aim to be realized, for it to be materialized, one must be willing to give something in return. And I can't think of a better illustration of this concept than the life of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, an icon in martial arts and in action films, a man who broke through boundaries, broke through perception of race, culture, who brought a new philosophy of martial arts to the world on a large scale. But in the time of Bruce Lee's life, this time when he was initially in Hollywood, the thought of an Asian man getting a lead role in film was unheard of. But this did not stop Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee walked around with an index card in his pocket, and it said, "I am the highest paid Asian American action star in the world. I get paid a total of $1 million for services rendered, and in return I give the most exciting performances," something of that nature. And at this time, Bruce Lee was not a leading man. He was giving martial arts lessons to contemporary stars of the time, such as Steve McQueen and James Coburn. He was training alongside other martial arts legends, would-be legends, such as Chuck Norris, and sharing ideas and receiving ideas from them. He was acting in supporting roles in television. Kato and the Green Hornet and other shows at the time, in the 60s. And at some point, he had this idea for a screenplay called The Warrior. And that screenplay was going to go into production. Very hard to get something that actually goes into production in film. But he landed that, and he was going to be the lead in this story and this TV series that was going to get his philosophy of martial arts out on a bigger audience. But ultimately it was not to be. The studio chose a white man to play the lead and changed the name of the story. And the screenplay became Kung Fu, and David Carradine was cast in that iconic role. And this was discouraging to Bruce Lee, but he didn't quit. And ultimately, a back door opened up. His performances as the Green Hornet, his role as Kato, opened up an opportunity for him to go back to Hong Kong, where he would be a megastar. And his megastardom in Hong Kong opened up the door back to America, where his dream would be realized. The film Enter the Dragon was going to be in production through Warner Brothers, and Bruce Lee was the choice for the lead role. And Bruce Lee gave it all he had for that role, took his physique to another level. And this was after he had broken his back and injured discs in his back from training. He took everything to a new level in this movie. And in the end, the movie Enter the Dragon would build a legacy for him. It would take him to that international stardom in the West, and open up a new genre of film in the West with the martial arts superstar and the physique standard that Bruce Lee set as well. But it cost him more than just the most exciting performances. This realization of Bruce Lee's dream ultimately cost him his life. He paid the ultimate price, and died before the official release of Enter the Dragon. And this is an extreme example of the price, but whatever you want to bring into the world, whatever desire that's not here, that is going to require that paradigm shift, there is going to be a price. And a lot of times we don't think of what price are we willing to pay. And we pay a price for remaining the same. There's a price for staying stuck. There's a certain pain that goes along with staying stuck and staying where you are, staying in what's comfortable. But there's also going to be a price for growth, growing pains. That's more than a cliche. That's a reality. And when we choose what price we're willing to pay, then we can be honest with ourselves. If you think we're just going to step into this new life and it's going to be pain-free, then that's delusional. Pain is part of the material existence. So the question is, for the dream you want to manifest, for your potential in this human life to be realized, what price are you willing to pay? What are you willing to give in return for something new, something powerful, something beautiful to be born into this world through you? I'll leave you with that. I'm Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33, and I'll see you on the other side.